Hello and welcome to part 3 of my Empire Total War Greek campaign. A turn on from capturing Malta. The citizens have sent us a letter of demands, so I'm going to exempt them from tax to start with, but as you can see, well, the upper class are feeling right about the lower class, not so much. And workers are on strike, etc. But recruitment report is going well. Anyway, so my army here needs replenishing, which is going to cost pretty much all my income from the previous turn. And I'm going to recruit a unit of these light infantry here. I'm kind of giving up on saying the names for now, but I will try at some point to get there. Actually, my navy's all right there for now, but I'm building up more navies here. I've got this port here on Crete, which I called Cyprus last time. Wasn't with it. That is Crete. Anyway, so I've got these two units of dragoons here, and I'm building up quite a substantial army here, which I've just finished building these light infantry here to go with my line infantry and the melee infantry, the Royal Phalanx, I think it is. I said phalanx last time. It's not phalanx, it's phalanx, I think. Anyway, yes, I've got these guys. 3 units of them, 3 units of light infantry. Kind of thinking what to do with them, really. Governor's Palace being upgraded. Need socket bayonet before I can upgrade that. Which I'm not actually. What am I researching here? I don't own an educational building. Yes, someone was like, build a university now. And I forgot that on this, it's not like where if you don't have a university plot, you can't do anything about it. Yes, you can. So, in fact, I'm going to do it here on the iron shops. This is the iron workshop here, and it's. I'm going to do it here so I don't lose it, just in case Athens was attacked first. I've got more defense here. Destroy it here, the iron workshops, and then I can build a school up from there. So I'm just trying to think who I can attack. I was pretty set on attacking Sicily. However, let's just taking a look at their friends. Where are they? Naples and Sicily. They're allied to the Italian states, who are in turn allied with Spain, Naples, and Sicily. Actually, but the Italian states, they wouldn't call their allies. They'll just call Naples and Sicily would just call the Italian states, and then I can finish them off. But it would put me right at pace to be attacked by both Spain and Venice here. Genoa, on the other hand, I've been got a text. Let's check out Genoa. Their ally is Savoy, and Savoy is just allied with Genoa. So I think I'll take out Savoy first on this island over here. Take them out there, and then move to take perhaps Genoa, and then I could launch a two-pronged attack against Naples and Sicily and the Italian states. Hopefully with that army have enough to take out the Spanish there. Let me know of what you think, people, though. But I'm also not forgetting about trade. And I've got my navy building up here. These guys I will probably send off in a few more turns. If I get other trade ships. Yeah, just the Indian man I'll send up with them next. I am building another galleon here. So I'm going to end turn, and I will see you guys at the beginning of the next turn. Well, there I was thinking nothing was going to go on, and I've been texted again. But anyway, ended turn, and by the time it came around to the Ottomans, they've decided they would declare war on me. None of their allies have come to help though, but I must face the wrath of the Ottoman Empire. So now all my armies and attention will be turned to them. Their navies, I assume, will be far superior, so I'm I'm not even going to try and engage them in naval warfare, because I'm pretty sure I'll lose hands down there. And I will beat them on land instead, hopefully. Just witnessing Russia's turn. Oh, I'll never show you the full end turn phase because it normally takes so long, but if something happens like that, I'll start recording from the event so you guys can get a rough idea of what's going on in the world. The Swedish and the Russians duking it out. So now really I've got to look for allies that can help me against the Ottomans. So my trade agreement is cancelled. Workers riot. Construction reports though. Tax farmer, huzzah. Sounds a bit, doesn't sound great. Right. This galleon's going over here. It's really the wrong time to focus on naval beings for now, but aha, school I can build. There we go. Line infantry, more of them we need. Got skirmishers, however, as well. What's their reloading skill like compared? These scouts I just recruited a couple of units of. Heavy cav, oh, that's going to be good. And I'll get some light, some line infantry, my bog standard line infantry in there. And oh, I've got the cannons being recruited here. Can I get another one? What have I just recruited here? I've got a 12-pounder howitzer. I think I'll get another howitzer on the go, and then I'll assemble my army in Athens and push forward. Well, I guess Constantinople would be the first choice I really should push for, but they've got large numbers of armies around there. But if Constantinople, I can take that, then I control the crossing and they can't get across without naval invasions. I can then push up into these other regions, or I could take them first, build up strength, and then push on Constantinople. But does that give them time to regroup and attack me? I will have to see. I'll give it one more turn before I push my advance, and I'll recruit a general next turn from there. At some point I'm really going to need to probably force a revolution. Right, on Malta my army should be replenishing, yep. And I am going to end turn there. I'll see you guys at the beginning of the next one. If anything interesting happens with the Ottomans, of course, I will record it. Right, and we're back. So I've got the Grand Opera House being built, and the Ottomans have... Oh, I've got a rebellion, great, on Malta. I'll put these guys down though. I've got a large enough army to do it, so that's fine. I can put them down quite happily. No worries there. If I put that down also, that will help. Hanover's been destroyed, and my recruitment's continued. However, yeah, as I was saying, the Ottomans have made the move for me and decided what's going to happen. They've got the large guns and they've got these jacenries, which are pretty darn good. But I'm going to have to send my army up to meet them. And I'm going to enlist a general. More texts, great. Everyone's still up at this hour. And I'm not going to be able to bring across my other set of cannon yet. But here I am actually going to recruit these skirmisher units here. The Ottomans have sent in a fleet to bombard me. They're all these light galleys, so they should be blown apart relatively easily by my galleons, he says. What's this here? A 5th rate? Wow, 5th rate? Where did I get that from? But I'm going to engage it anyway with my galleon fleet and just auto-resolve it. It's a victory. I did lose one of my ships, so damn. It escapes. Well, that's not great. Well, I'll have to bring these guys back here. It has gained some veterancy, so that's good. But It's going to cost a lot to repair, so I'll have to worry about that next turn. But for now, my trade's crippled, so my turn income's not good. But I'm going to bring my fleet over from here. I don't really want to leave my guys stranded, but it only takes one turn to get back. So I'm going to bring these guys into the shipyard. And I can repair one of them. And I'll have to... Oh, actually, I can push them out of the port, can't I, with my army.
Make ready for battle.
But obviously the port still needs to be rebuilt. And with my army, I'm going to move it north and attack these troops up here. And the enemy is reinforcing, but I'm going to fight this. And see how it goes. So you join me on the battlefield here, and my howitzers are ready and firing. And the enemy obviously is just one troop deployed for now. This unit of Jacenaries. We should see the howitzer shells come raining over now, and they're going to slowly move up towards our line. The rest of the enemy troops reinforcements are coming in here. We'll go take a look at my fortifications, my line even, which is going to be pushed forward onto this ridge, like so, he says. Just got to get it in between the pathfinding. And get them running up there. My light troops are going to come around here and form a flanking position, along with my cavalry in support. And my raw phalanx are going to form on the left here. My general is going to move up here. And meanwhile, the howitzers are going to continue to fire, hopefully. And possibly get a few kills. They've got 2 already, that's good. And Jacenaries are pulling back under the heavy fire, but I'm going to claim this hill up here and hopefully force the arrow to come to me. I'm now going to bring up my howitzers as well and position them sort of on the top of the cliffs here. Just see my line infantry line up. I like their Napoleon-style hats. It's nice. In fact, actually, these units, I've got to admit, are very well textured. These skirmishers. Those are my cav. Skirmishers are back here. They are very nicely textured. Got kind of the Napoleon-style hats on, like infantry hats. They look awesome. So, a grand job there to the modders. And bring the cannon, the howitzer. I think where's the best point for it. I'm looking at the terrain, about where that unit is right now. So they should be able to rain death down on the Ottoman enemy, which is pushing up with some Delhi horsemen, while the rest of its army forms up and comes through the tree line. These guys are pushing forward. Most of my units are in position, and I think I'm going to bring my cavalry up and have an early skirmish. And I've got 2 units of dragoons and 1 unit of heavy cavalry.
Dragoons are mounted infantry who ride to an area of battle.
And I'm going to get my heavy cav to charge in.
They can also do a reasonable job fighting in a cavalry role. Use the dismount.
I'm going to get my
lower right of the screen to toggle
my dragoons charging against the Delhi horsemen as well. And we'll see how this charge goes against them here. The Delhi horsemen have also got rifles, and in charge my cavalry. And instantly causing a rout to these horsemen. They've not been reinforced by their other regiments. General's bodyguard is moving up on the right. Interesting choice. I would say I'd reposition my phalanx, but it seems pathfinding on that hill is going to be too difficult, so I'm just going to leave them there for now. But the cavalry battle has been won on this hill, And in fact, I'm going to keep my cavalry forward as sort of like a forward guard. Dragoon's getting a few more shots off while reforming. My heavy, what they call the volunteers cav, they're doing fine. So they're now acting as like my forward skirmish troop, while the rest of the Ottomans form up and get ready to push forward. They've brought up their artillery. My artillery should be nearly in position now. Yeah, they're just dragging it over to the right a little bit, so I'm sort of dead on with the enemy, and they can begin to start firing. The last one moving up into position. And actually a quick strike on their artillery might be able to take it out relatively early on. But let's see if that's possible. But in fact, rather than keep my cavalry, actually I'm going to keep my cavalry here just while these units pop up. And I'm going to make a charge against these Azars here, which are skirmishers. While my dragoons continue to fire some into the musketeers here. My guy's caught by a volley of the Azars. But they're going to continue their charge, take out this light infantry unit. But I'm going to pull them back because they're taking heavy losses, as the Azars have been reinforced by these infantry units. And I'm going to pull my dragoons over to my left so that they too don't suffer the same fate as the volunteers cav. They've shattered and they're routing. Dragoons are pulling away, but they are in danger of being shot on this ridge. I'm going to pull them away so I can deal with the enemy general bodyguard. And there are Delhi horsemen in the trees here. So they'll now move up against the rest of my units. My howitzers are going to unlimber so they can start firing. I'll pick these target as this first unit of Delhi horsemen actually. Hope we can do some horrific damage to them there. So all that's holding my right flank is no longer the cavalry, it's just these light foot units. But my howitzers are reloading. In fact, I'm going to retarget the howitzers at these musketeers. But we're dealing with the cavalry over here. General's bodyguard is nearly down.
Killing their general will deliver a heavy blow to the
Yes,
enemy
it
army.
will. And we're going to charge Delhi horsemen here. And the musketeers have taken a little bit of damage. And they're just about to come in range of my line infantry. Yes, enemy general is down, so that's going to do some good damage to their morale. And I'm going to charge in my other dragoons against these Delhi horsemen here to give these guys some relief. Oh, that's got to hurt. Right in the centre of that unit. Howitzer shot. So these guys taking fire from all sides really. My guide's holding the hill still. It's good. My dragoons though have been caught up by some Delhi horsemen. Can't seem to shake them. I'm going to try and pull them back to my lines, but I think it might be a bit too late for them. But I am going to push forward with my royal phalanx a little bit in between this gap. And just reposition ever so slightly with these units. Give me a bit more of an angle. I'm going to bring my general nearer to my cannons. And as you can see here, the musketeers, jacenaries, they've been pushed back quite easily. The Azars that I attacked earlier have moved up, but they're being brought down by my infantry. Brought down quite well actually. I'm going to now get my cannons to target these, my house to target these units here, moving up several units of them. And the first shot does some nice bit of damage there. Troops. My my dragoons have made it past the back of my lines. In fact, that's good. And I'm now going to make a push against their cannons. With my royal phalanx. Phalanx. Why am I saying phalanx? Phalanx. Moving up against. With moral phalanx. And with my dragoons. I'm going to push forward a little bit with my line infantry so I catch more of the enemy in their target range. And my regiment of foot here hitting the Israelis are they meant to be? That was spelt. So I managed to hit this cannon unit here. Cannon's now useless. These guys are broken. I'm now going to flank around them and hit their other unit of artillery. But meanwhile, my royal phalanx. Phalanx, what am I saying? Phalanx. Phalanx are moving round to hit the flanks of the enemy here. And I'm going to push forward with them. They're going to become my flanking force with my line infantry filling up this gap here. Just slowly encircling them, as you've seen me do many times before. My artillery, I don't know where it's actually going at this moment. I'm going to pull my cavalry out of there though. Oh good, my artillery's hitting this large unit of Justinian musketeers. So my guys are pulling out, but they did manage to do a bit of damage to the foot artillery. And I've sent several of the other units packing. I'm going to move up with these light troops now, so they can get some shots off. They haven't seen too much action. One on the right flank certainly hasn't. One slightly to the left has seen a little bit of damage. Slowly pushing back these musketeers, and the howitzer is sending off another shower of shells. But my royal phalanx doing well on the left flank. I'm going to charge these broken unit of Jacenaries to finish them off with my dragoons. And as you can see, the white flags of broken and routed troops are flying above the Ottoman troops. So moving up with the raw phalanx. Is it phalanx or phalanx? Oh, I'm getting my... I can't even remember anymore. Phalanx? Phalanx. It's not phalanx, is it? Phalanx. Oh, I'm failing with the phalanx failing. Phalanx. It is late though, I'll give myself that. But no excuse, I did read the comments specifically before coming and thinking, right, phalanx, 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 it's phalanx. Pretty sure it's phalanx. It's not phalanx, it's phalanx, I think. Oh dear, it's failed. But anyway, my artillery should be able to hit these Jacenaries over here. And my royal troops are moving forward. We'll just call them raw troops for now. Oh dear. Artillery shells coming in now. My royal phalanx are firing off some shots. I'm going to get them to charge in fact. Have a good old melee fight to finish off. Just get my artillery to hold fire. My light troops doing some damage down here as well. And in they charge. Some with swords, some with bayonets. And these guys are soon routed and broken. And that is game over for the Ottomans. On this battlefield anyway. And you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed that battle. I was wondering how I'd be when I got into bigger battles with Empire again. And I'm not going to lie, I was kind of concerned about how the graphics would look after, to be honest, how nice they look in Shogun 2 and definitely in Napoleon. But they look lovely there. So I lost 379 men, which is, I think, is quite acceptable. The enemy lost 952. Only got 158 remaining. So I've destroyed quite a large part of their army. And I think I am going to make a push for Istanbul, Constantinople, as it used to be. I think I called it Constantinople earlier, so there's bound to be someone going, it's not called Constantinople anymore, it's Istanbul. Yes, I know it's Istanbul.
My lord.
I just forgot. Anyway, I'm going to end turn here, guys, because it's turning into a long turn already. But I hope you enjoyed, despite my inability to say phalanx. Oh, I don't even know. Right, someone tell me right now, in this part of the video, am I right saying phalanx or phalanx? I think it's phalanx. Because it's PH, phalanx. Oh, it's late. Yeah. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Sum up this video. Feel free to put your, Lion, how do you fail at saying phalanx, or whatever. And yes, I will sort of hang my head in shame right now. See you guys next time.